We are here in El Segundo, California, as we have been since we were born back in 2014, which means we almost were eligible to play for the West team that represented El Segundo in the Little League World Series. The California team from right here in El Segundo, California, just won the championship. And what do you do when you win the championship? You show up right here on the Rich Eisen Show. Behind DJ Mikey D and Chris Brockman, we have the lion's share of the champions of the Little League World Series. And here's what we're going to do. Chris, you have the microphone?
I have it.
Because we're just making this up.
We are.
And before we get to the two gentlemen that are sitting to my right, I want you to hand it over your right shoulder. I want you guys to introduce who you are and your favorite baseball player.
Oh,
Can you do that? Okay, go ahead and start.
I'm Kuro Connor. My favorite player is Shohei Ohtani. I'm Finley Green, and my favorite player is Freddie Freeman.
My name is Declan McRoberts, and my favorite player is Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar! Yeah. All right. Let's get another one.
My name is Jackson Kalish, and my favorite player is Lars Nootbaar.
That's two. Two for Nootbaar. Wow. By the way, that's a great fantasy team name. Write that down. Two for Nootbaar. Sorry, sir. Go ahead.
My name is Lennon Salazar, and my favorite player is Buster Posey.
Oh,
Buster
yeah.
Posey.
Nice old school. I
My
like
name's
it.
Ollie Parks, and my favorite player is Julio Rodriguez.
There you go.
Speak up.
My name is Max Baker, and my favorite player is Cedric Mullins.
Okay. I like it.
My name is Colby Lee, and my favorite player is Mike Trout.
Okay.
My name is Quinn Boley, and my favorite baseball player is Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
Hold on a second before you go. What's your name again?
Quinn Boley.
Quinn Boley. Do me a favor. Step a little bit to your left because Mike Del Tufo's got a big head. And there we go. All right. Very
My
good.
name's Lucas Kohler, and my favorite player is Adley Rutschman.
I like
Well
it.
done. Well done, boys.
And now to my right,
Well
go
done,
ahead and
boys.
introduce yourself.
My name's Brody Brooks, and my favorite player is Ken Griffey Jr.
Okay.
Old school.
Do you want to do the same thing, Coach? Go for it.
My name's Danny Boley. I'm the manager of this beautiful, wonderful world champ team, and my favorite player is George Brett.
George Brett. By the way, congratulations right
Love
here.
it.
Now, why don't you tell me who's missing here and why today? Go for it.
So Lewis Lappy's missing. He was the one that hit the walk-off homer to get to win the world championships, and he just fell asleep. He's a little tired from the East Coast.
My man.
So,
Hey, man.
I guess
you gonna
we
do?
found out what can take him down is jet lag. That's about it.
Yeah,
pretty much right now.
Yeah, no, he's a beast, and jet lag will take him down.
Okay, so Brody, you said Ken Griffey Jr. is your favorite player. Why is that?
I always liked his swing, like when I see it on videos and when I play with him on MLB The Show, I always do well with him.
Okay, now the two for Nootbaar. Who's got the microphones? Hand it back. What's with the Nootbaar? What do you got?
I chose him because he's from El Segundo.
Yes.
I don't know. I just admire the way he plays.
Okay, and the same thing for you.
I chose him because he's dating my older sister, and he's a good player. And he's a good player.
Just so you're aware.
Incredible.
By the way, just so you're aware, someone in my position normally only asks questions I know the answer to, because other than that, I don't know what answer I'm going to get. That was a great answer. So, what's Lars like? I mean, what do we got?
He's super cool, super down to earth, and he's very nice.
Okay. Well, I'm so excited for you guys to be here on this show today. And you're going to the Dodger game tonight?
Yeah, we got the Dodgers tonight. Pre-game, we'll get there early, meet the players. Kids will maybe throw the ball around a little bit, but Dodgers, USC, Angels, Lakers, we're in the city of champions, so the champs need to be with the champs.
That's fantastic. I love it. Danny, walk me through. How long have you been doing this at Little League?
So 3 years. Little League starts at 10, and there's a tournament for the 10s, the
I
11s.
mean, you personally.
Oh,
You.
probably 12, 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why'd you get involved? Why'd you start doing this?
I love kids. I love development. I love, I'm a passionate guy. I'm an old school John Wooden type of coach. I love the just go play, and you have to play the games anyways. And so, understand that and understand family type of atmosphere, especially in a team sport, commitment, and then understand that we is better than I in any sport.
Brody, when did you know you were on maybe a team that was really special? When did you know that?
From the beginning, especially our first year, we had a very special team from the start. And then this year when Lewis just joined after playing like travel ball, because a lot of people come back for their 12-year-old year. That's what he did, and he was a really great player. So that just like topped it all off, and that's how we got there.
You're referring to Lewis Lappy?
Yes.
Who's asleep right now?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're wide awake, man, right?
I'm still tired.
Okay. All right. Anybody else feeling like awake or up for it or what? Anybody else over there? Who else? Just grab the microphone. Who else has got jet lag? You can raise your hand if you're jet lagged. No? Nobody? Okay. Well, some of these kids are trying to I mean, have you okay, what do you got over there? Somebody?
My man says he's not tired.
Who's
Go
that?
ahead.
Who's not tired?
Take the mic.
Who's not tired?
Me.
Okay. Why are you not tired? Shouldn't this be?
I don't know. I'm just energized.
What does this feel like to you right now?
It's really cool because you got to play with all your friends and win a championship that's nobody gets to do. Like there's over probably 40,000 teams around that number that didn't get to make it to the Little League World Series, and we're number 1 in the whole world to win. So I'm just pretty energized from 2 days ago.
Danny, right? That's your name? What's your name?
Quinn.
Quinn. Okay, very good. Oh, and you're Danny's son.
Yes.
That's your son.
I think so.
Okay. What's it like to
Yes.
be coaching your son, man?
No, there's
For the
nothing
Little
better.
League World Series.
Yeah, there's nothing better. They're all my sons. You know, I treat them like everyone the same. But in my opinion, Little League does a great job, and it's almost the last time you actually get to coach your son, because as they progress in the future of high school and stuff, there's other coaches for that. So you're not part of that world. So you hope to give them the values and the ethics and the skills that'll lead them on to whatever their future holds for them.
What was the toughest team you faced this year?
Guys, I'll leave that up to you.
Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks in sectionals. State.
Well, my son played at Sherman Oaks Little League this year, and a lot of the families knew that you guys were coming on and wanted me to ask that question of you, thinking that was the answer. So for you guys to hear that, there was a pretty damn good team here too that you guys were playing against. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, man. California's tough to get out of. We play baseball 24/7. Some cities, states on the East Coast, they only have 4 or 5 months, 3 months, to get their league in, and because of the weather. But Sherman Oaks for 3 years, we'd beat them in state. They won state, and then we beat them again this year to get to regions in state. So they've been our toughest competition out of California, without a doubt.
It's pretty amazing. So, okay. Raise your hand if you want to answer this question. And you can do it too, by the way, Brody. What was it like running on the field after Lewis hit that home run? There's a couple. You can start. You got the microphone in your hand and pass it along, please. Go ahead.
It was just amazing because we knew that we were the best in the world now. Because once you see that home run, I'd say it's all because of Max, because he gave him the chance, and it would have been more exciting, or it would have been less exciting if he didn't.
Okay.
So it was really, really cool. Really cool, though.
All right, pass that microphone along, please. Go ahead. Go for it. What's your name again? Just say your name first. Colby. Okay, go for it, Colby.
It was pretty cool because I think we all knew as soon as he hit it, it was done. And that's kind of a crazy feeling, thinking that you're the best team in the world. And there's a lot of people in the world, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, as soon as it hit the bat, we all started jumping. We all ran out to celebrate with him.
Go ahead, pass it along. Go for it.
It was pretty magical because,
And you're the Max that made this help set the table, all right? Go ahead, Max. You can toot your own horn. Go for it.
Absolutely.
It's all right.
all right, so basically, I gave up the game-tying grand slam, and then that led to Lewis hitting the walk-off homer. Mm-hmm. And yeah, but it was pretty magical.
But it's just, I think that, I know we're having a little bit of fun with this, but it's pretty cool to watch your teammates pick you up, because I'm sure you picked them up throughout the year, Max. This is not what you should be, quote unquote, known for. You know what I mean? So would you agree with that at least?
Yeah.
Okay. So then what was it like when you were out there on the field there, Max?
It was pretty magical, and I was pretty relieved because Lewis saved me. And then, I mean, running on the field knowing that we just won the Little League World Series it was just crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pass that along then. Keep going.
I mean, when it first happened, I was shocked. It was crazy. I can't believe we were the World Series champs out of everybody in the U.S. and the world. It was crazy. I just couldn't believe it at the moment. And Lewis has always been a clutch hitter, so I'm really glad he finally barreled the ball up against Jay, because we had kind of an argument with him who's going to win that game. So, yeah, it was really big.
Go ahead. Keep going.
It felt really amazing and like exciting, because this is like a dream come true for me, as we ran out on the field and we watched Lewis run around the bases, and it was just like really, really cool and fun.
All right. This is pretty cool.
It was like really, really cool because I was on deck, and once he hit the ball, I ran out of the dugout and chucked my helmet onto the ground.
But you had visions of doing that yourself, though, right? I mean, he took away your ability to walk it off, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was
You got to
super
love
cool
that attitude, right?
Unreal. They all have that attitude.
I love it.
It was really cool that Lewis got to experience that.
Who's taller, you or Lewis?
Lewis by an inch.
So that means you're 6 foot flat?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What's going on? What are you eating in El Segundo? My gosh.
When he hit it, I was like kind of in shock. I mean, I kind of knew we were going to walk it off, but like I was still in shock when he hit it. And it plus because he also hit it off of Jay. And it's kind of been a rivalry between them two.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it was funny because me and Crew were in the bullpen and I was warming up. And when he hit it, we were just like ran onto the field and I actually slipped on the concrete.
Oh.
And I was just like,
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we were in the bullpen. I was catching, and I caught a pitch, and then I was like, "Hold on, Finn, wait." So we waited and we watched it happen, and I immediately threw my glove, my helmet, and we sprinted on the field. I jumped over the fence in the outfield and ran all the way there, and I kind of missed everything though.
Well, you're not missing this,
Yeah.
right? Did you want to say something? You didn't say it. Okay. All right. Very good. Just want to make sure. What about you? Go for
I
it,
had a
Brody.
kind of interesting story because I just got back, like, after getting the 3 outs pitching. I went to the bathroom. The next pitch, I almost missed Lewis's homer. So I was glad that I didn't miss it, but I was also upset that if I did, I would have.
So I'll say it. So you were number one before becoming number one is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. What about from your perspective?
Yeah, I wouldn't have pitched to him. I thought I actually told Lewis before he went up, hey, just be prepared. They might walk you, right?
Yeah.
Be prepared for that. But if they don't go chasing pitches. But he's smart and he knows what he's doing up there. So when I saw the first pitch, a curveball, the outside, I had a mic on me, and Carl Ravitch and I and Jess and Todd, they hear everything I say. So I reached it and I said, hey, Carl, I hope this kid doesn't miss, because if he does, it's going out. And lo and behold, he threw it right down the middle, and it was gone. It was hammered.
It was grooved right down the middle, and he didn't miss it.
Yeah.
What? I mean, again, I know he's not here. He's showing he's human by sleeping right now. What's it like managing him? And again, I know that you got a whole bunch of special kids right here, because it's a team game. That's the beautiful thing about baseball.
Right. So each and every one of these kids have done something, whether it wasn't in the consecutive games, but in the games that meant something.
Yes.
So we had two of the top, our number one and our number two in the batting order being Brody and Lewis, were as good as any top two that's ever played Little League World Series, ever. They made history. They made a lot of historic moments for Little League World Series. Both of their bats are phenomenal. And when you get to the top of our order, I always say, good luck. This is where it happens. So I had all the confidence in the world. We'd been there before. Him and Brody went back-to-back homers against Great Lakes earlier in the week. And they're both incredible hitters. And, all these guys have played. I mean, Max Baker didn't strike out all summer. Not one game. And that's a huge feat. Lucas Keldorf didn't let one pass ball. They kept talking about it like, God, this team just doesn't make mistakes and then makes the big play happen. So Lewis is going to be Lewis, and Brody will be Brody, and the rest of these guys will fill in and support. But they're all incredible athletes and incredible human beings.
What does that make you feel like, Brody, when you hear your coach say that, your manager say that?
It's definitely exciting that, like, he puts you up with a player like Lewis.
What do you do for a living normally, if you don't mind me asking? Because again, this is important, I think, because you're doing this.
Yeah.
You're managing. You're taking time out of your life. You're taking time out of and by the way, not just you. Anybody who does this and gives their time to kids. What do you do?
Yeah. So I do estate planning, life insurance business with my brother-in-law, Kevin Martin, and I'm able to do my job from the phone. We don't have to go out, and we're not in the offices anymore. We do stuff from the house, and we're able to work from the house. So, and I'm able to take off a little bit of time here and there. It could be lucrative at times. So, that's what I do. And owned a restaurant here in Manhattan Beach for 20 years called Fonz's Steak and Seafood back in the day.
Let's get it out there. Let's
there
get
you
it
go.
popping
Not there anymore, but
okay. All right.
Had we met everybody and all the pros and all the videos that came in from LeBron to Trout to George Brett to Kevin Youkilis and Mike Eruzione and David Wright. And I mean, the list goes on and on.
How cool
and
is
it was
that?
just super special. And, that's the type of kids that they deserve all those videos from those kids and understand that each one of their messages, all three of them said, have fun, be a good teammate, and do what only you can do. Don't try to be anybody else.
And that's basically the core, I imagine, of
Absolutely.
what makes a successful
Family
unit and team.
got to
right?
play as a family.
Yeah. So there's a parade? What, are you going to have a parade or what?
Yeah,
What we got?
September 10th. I mean, I can't believe it can be any better than what we did yesterday. Yesterday was for me, it was a presidential type of feeling, like police escorting you, the SUVs, the black cars tinted out and driving down, and everyone's just praising you. And I'm not so sure
We got a
these
photo of
kids
it.
understand it, but man, that was super emotional for me to watch, and what these people were doing.
Awesome.
It was nuts. It was crazy. And so they don't. Maybe in 10 years they'll understand how big this was. But right now, I think they just want to get some sleep, play Fortnite, not go to school. They don't want to go to school for 2 weeks.
Well, when does
They
school
shouldn't have to.
Yeah, isn't school underway? Is school underway?
Started last
Brody,
week, right?
yeah.
Last Wednesday.
We're out of school today.
We're out of school. One more day, and then who's going to school tomorrow? Anybody? Everybody? Yeah. Everybody should raise their hand.
You
just
gotta
to
go
make
get your
sure. Okay,
flowers
very
tomorrow.
good. School's out for summer.
Rich, right now, track and field star Noah Lyles has been questioning why the NBA champions are referred to as world champions, because he says they don't play the world. You guys don't have that problem. You guys literally are the best in the world. And
Congratulations
just
to you.
understand that.
Congratulations to you. I have one last question, and then I'm up for if you have questions for any of us. If not, that's all good. Max, can you give the microphone to Max? I need to know this because I'm focused on this sort of stuff. Because just look at me. When was the last time you got your hair cut, Max? When was the last time?
It's probably like towards the middle of last school year.
Okay. So it's been 2022 is the last time you cut your hair? Is what you're saying? Would you mind just taking the lid off? Let me just see the whole thing. Let me see the whole thing. Oh my gosh, that is.
Don't ever cut it.
That's his
seriously,
power right there.
That is. What'd you say?
It looks like like ice cream.
It's like an ice cream cone.
Like an ice cream cone? Okay.
I'll tell you a funny story, Rich.
Please.
So I have these kids for a month and a half. And the parents aren't allowed in the barracks and aren't allowed in San Bernardino. And, I mean, they're allowed, but they're not. They're supposed to be with the coaches only.
Sure.
Besides the sickness that we had, which made this thing even more special, that some of the kids were out and missed games in the World Series. But I never have seen a kid in the morning before a game take a shower and have to blow dry his hair so that it flops up. In my life, he has a hair dryer in the bedroom in a mirror, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my, we're all leaving the batting cages, and he's still teasing it up. So he's good at it, and he's good for the camera, and man, was that special.
Well, I mean, but you got as the manager, you got to let him go.
Oh, let him go.
I mean, that
Let
could
him
be your
go.
strength, right, Max? That's your strength, isn't it? Yeah. That's a damn straight it is.
Yeah.
Okay, you keep going. Like, look, Chris, tell him. Like, look at us, right?
Look, here's the deal, boys.
It's their Don't rain on their
Oh, sorry.
championship
Did I hear you
parade.
just say hold him down and cut his hair? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, come on,
Don't
like,
why are you
Robson, have a
jealous
little
of him?
fun with him.
my
Why are you
gosh.
jealous? Look at that man's hair.
I'm not jealous. I told him never cut it. When I was 16, I shaved my head for basketball season, and it never grew back.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
Keep that hair dryer ready.
Keep it as long as you
Guys,
can.
I haven't had a
So-
haircut since 1998.
That's impressive. So the Dodger game tonight.
Yes, sir.
And then back to school, or what
I'll
else
go
we
back
got?
to school, and I'll go back to work, and probably still do a couple more radio shows or talks if ever people want to talk. But SC on Saturday, the Angels on the 5th of September.
Oh, fantastic!
If Disneyland wants to invite us, I'm sure we can do that too. Magic Mountain, whatever these kids want.
Let's go.
They deserve it all.
Let's
World
Let's go.
champs.
So then you get to meet Otani. Then is that possible? Like right?
Yeah,
Is that
Trout and Otani, hopefully.
Trout and Otani.
Yeah. And the rest of the Angels.
Of course, understood. Well, congratulations to all of you and the parents as well. I'm sure this is so
what a ride.
significant
What a ride.
for you as well. What a dream to go to Williamsport and watch your kids. Obviously, winning is the ultimate, but just watching them represent El Segundo in California in the manner in which they did and which you guys did. Congratulations, and you should really be proud. You really should.
Appreciate you, Rich. Thank you.
Oh, come on. We're all one big happy El Segundo family.
There you go.
We're here keeping the light on every single day, and now you are champions. Congratulations to you. Danny Boley, the manager of the championship team, Brody Brooks, and the rest of you. Tell Lewis, hopefully he caught up on his winks, and congratulations. Tell us congratulations to him as well, please.
Will
if you
do,
don't mind.
sir.
You bet. That's one last round of applause. Yeah. For the Little League champions of the world from here in El Segundo, California. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.